In the top right corner, as the blue Terran here in our second semifinals, it's Clem, and in the bottom left, as the red Protoss, it's Parting. Clem does really have a strength when he's playing bio, dropping all over the map. Parting is going to be looking to take down Clem with his micro might. I do think we go to macro games in the entire series. 3-4 bases from each player. Just because these two are going to be engaging and bouncing off of each other the entire time. I think Clem's going to go for some drops. Parting's going to deflect. Parting's going to go for some blink play. Clem's going to deflect, etc., etc., until we get into that late game disruptor, blink stalker versus bio tank or bio widow mine play. Parting is scouting out for any proxies. Clem is sending these Marines pretty far out onto the map. And looks like it is indeed going to be a Widow Mine drop here from the Terran. One of these guys is going to be going into the Grand Finals to face Petite Drogo, so either a TVP or a Protoss versus Protoss on the menu. Warp Prism is about to pop for Parting, and Blink is about halfway done, so I think you know what that means. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Blink Stalker aggression from Parting. These Marines are moving out pretty aggressively. They are not going to catch the Warp Prism, although they did both see each other, so Clem is going to continue attacking. Parting warps in at home. He knows that's what Clem's going to do. Parting is just going to keep kiting back. Medevac brings a tank and a Widow Mine to the front. Parting has plenty of room to keep kiting back, though. Parting eats a single tank shot. Shields are going to begin regenerating on these Stalkers, but Clem has high ground vision and is going to pick off the Cyber Core. Is he, though? Oh my god, I feel like he should have just suicided into the Cyber Core, because now he's going to lose a lot of these units anyway. Is he, though? No, he's going to drop into the main and finish off the Cyber Core. Parting can't blink up because he has the Reaper jump walled off. No! Clem didn't drop on the Cyber Core, he just retreated! I think this is a huge missed opportunity from Clem. Parting is going to carry on with his Blink Stalker attack as Clem tries to get up a third base. One Zealot pops out of the Warp Prism, and the Stalkers blink up behind it. Clem needs to be careful about how he positions this tank. Guess I was wrong about the macro games. Will Clem be able to deflect? There is an Observer on the high ground, so this Banshee is limited insofar as where it can go. A lot of the Terran's base now belongs to Parting. Parting needs to be careful about his Warp Prism. Parting is just picking Clem apart. 4 SCVs have gone down. 1 unit seems to disappear with every single volley. Sgas will burn down. There's no way that Clem is going to be able to repair it. There it goes. 7 SCVs go down in the defense as well. The worker count is still even, but Parting is totally safe to get up a third. Clem is just now starting stim around the 7-minute mark. That means it's not going to be operational for some time, and these units are going to be pretty immobile to defend the eventual third of the Blue Terran. If he even gets to that point, that is. Marines engaging without the tank being sieged up. Parting can still hit this command center without being in range of that siege tank. Oh, the Banshee gets sniped as well. GG is called, and Parting takes game number 1. So much for in the top left corner, as the Blue Terran, it's Clem. And in the bottom right, as the Red Protoss, it's Parting. Parting sends a probe out onto the map. This is looking like a normal scout, though. Clem, being a single game away from elimination, needs to bring the fire here and now. There is no delay on the CC. Parting's probe has failed in its mission. It's trying to find redemption. Don't know that it's going to. We get the SCV kill. It's going to be close. Needs to recharge like a little bit of shields, and it can engage the SCV. There's 1 shield! Oof. Okay. The probe has found redemption. Oh, it's gonna get 2 SCV kills, for sure. There's nothing to stop this now. It's gonna happen. Oh! Okay, the Marine shuts the probe down. Parting, of course, going into Stalkers behind this. An Adept is going to try to delay the CC. And it will! Takes out a Marine as well. It should be able to escape here. It does see this tech lab going down on the factory, as well as the starport being built. The Adept re-engages with the Stalker. That will seal the end of the Adept. The Stalker backs out. One stalker goes down. The second stalker has lost a lot of shields. Doesn't want to go into 4 Marines just yet. It's going to wait for a PAL. Parting has started up Blink as well as a robotics facility back home. This is going to be another 2-base Blink Warp Prism play. While he throws down a third behind his aggression, Clem once again going into Cloak, getting out a Banshee, getting out a tank. Parting has done so much damage with so few units. Does have to disengage for a while. The shields are gone off these 2 stalkers. They will replenish quite quickly. Parting gets in a proxy pylon. And Parting also splits off his stalkers to intercept any incoming Terran pushes, any incoming drops, things like that. But the Banshee will go unscouted into Parting's main. This pylon will see it very shortly, but gives Parting not a lot of time to react, and a lot of his stalkers are out on the map. This Banshee should get at least 3 probe kills. Oh, no, it splits its damage. Okay. It does get 3. Look at that. It looks like Clem has a much more solid defense here this time. Oh, Banshee hits on the other side of the map. 7 probes go down. And Parting has found a lot less damage this time. Stim is over halfway done. Parting is going to unite his forces and very likely take a third. But also continue the aggression. Clem's building his own 3rd CC. Charge and +1 on the way for Parting. A plethora of upgrades will finish for the Terran. I mean, there's almost no getting in on the engineering bay or the tech lab in time to stop these upgrades from coming out. Two medevacs about to pop. Okay, Marauder Slow will go down. Combat shields could be under threat as well. Stim has finished though, as has +1. Parting is going to recall. Does lose a single stalker. Second stalker will get picked off as well. Clem moves out his 3rd. And Parting hasn't even started his. Wait, 11 probes went down in the back. I'm not even sure what caused that. Caster fail, number 3 of the evening. So Parting is behind an economy, behind an army supply. He is going to be behind in upgrades. He's counting on these Colossi to do quite a bit of damage. The Medivacs are almost out of energy. Which means the next stim here for Clem is going to be semi-permanent damage. Clem's moving the tank back home. If Parting pushes out now, Clem could be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, no. Parting moves to the wrong angle. Clem is going to go in. Doesn't have any siege tanks or anything to support this. Parting will lose this third. Clem has superior army supply still has superior economy as well. Parting is making a last-ditch push against the Terran. He cancels the warp in. That's a lot of precious resources lost for Parting. You can see the gears in Parting's head turning. He's like, how do I engage this? How do I break through my opponent's armor and deal a mortal blow? Because I can't macro out of this. I cannot try and take him in a macro game. He's just going to max out, push, keep training until I eventually bleed out too much army supply and have to GG. Parting gets a warp in of charge lots behind Clem's push, but Clem is going to clean this up quite handily. That was a nice storm by Parting. The high temps making a very risky move, flanking the tank, but it's not enough. GG. And in the bottom left, as the red Protoss, it's Parting. Score is 1-1. Clem has momentum in his favor. We're on a larger map in the pool, in the form of Eternal Empire. Parting sends out a probe scout. Clem builds a barracks on the high ground. And we're off to the races. Parting's going to try to get a delay on the CC. It looks like he has been successful, at least for a couple of seconds. About a 7-second delay on that command center. Plus the lost mining time from Clem's SCVs. Clem pops a bunker behind the mineral line. He's going to try to get the Reaper there. So SCV needs to reposition now. This bunker isn't going to finish. Or is it? Reaper's almost here. Stalker isn't quite finished to fend this off. The Reaper has bought time for the SCV to finish the bunker. Or has it? Wait, it's going to come down to a matter of seconds. Ooh! The SCV is saved for repair. This is really great micro here from Clem. Feels bad. Parting cannot mine off his second base. He's having to oversaturate his main, regenerate shields on the Stalker, and keep engaging. Shield battery is up to help this Adept tank the damage and shut this bunker down. Clem finally yields, gets the salvage off, but loses the Reaper at a respectable 3:30 minutes. 3:30 mark. Parting drops a proxy pylon, and surprise, surprise, he's going to go for a blink Stalker play. Clem loads up for a Marine drop. Hellions are going to threaten at the natural while Marines go into the main. Probe does see the Hellions move in at the Xel'Naga watchtower. Parting sees the medevac coming in. Stalkers are not responding to the medevac. Here come the Hellions. Two Stalkers stay here to defend. In range of the shield battery. A second shield battery finishes up in the main just in the nick of time. Does look like the medevac is going to out-heal the shield battery, but two more Stalkers reinforcing for Parting means he will be able to clean up here eventually. Medevac goes down, all the Marines cleaned up. However, Hellions are finding more success in the natural with the Protoss. 4 probes go down. I think Parting comes out ahead in the trades, though. Observer is here to give high ground vision. Blink has finished up for Parting. Clem's trying to get up a third CC. The tank gets sniped down. One Stalker goes down as well. There is still one tank to support here in the background, but Clem is going to have a bit of a dicey hold. It still could go either way. However, Parting is definitely winning the engagement so far. Oh, the Raven goes down as well. That's a huge pick for Parting. He's focusing down the Marines instead of the SCVs, which is another nice thing. These Stalkers are waiting to get off cooldown to move back in. Okay, Parting blinks out entirely. He's going to attack at the front. There's nothing in the bunker. The SCVs are pulled to repair. Actually, they just load into it before it dies. The tank gets picked off in the main. Parting has outplayed Clem here, and we could see GG at any moment. Parting with 5,100 IQ figures out how the Terran's going to respond to his attacks and repositions accordingly. Clem just doesn't have the production to keep up with this. Another tank falls. It's like 4 Marines in a dream for Clem. The Stalker count is dwindling and Clem will hold. But he's at half the worker count of his opponent. Parting as the third about to finish. Oh man. Parting still committing. Another tank opens up on the high grounds. It's forced to come to the low ground to try and save the CC, but there's too many Blink Stalkers, it's a trap. The tank gets focused down again. There's no SCVs to shield for the Marines anymore. Clem is holding on for dear life. GG, good luck is called. And Parting takes a 2